Hey guys, welcome to EOC Explained. We are going to go over question 44 today. If you guys want to go over that really quickly yourself, pause and do so, otherwise we're going to get rolling. Alright, copper is a micronutrient that can be found in the soil. Copper is important for reproductive growth in plants and plays an indirect role in chlorophyll production. Which statement correctly describes the interaction that occurs between the root and shoot system of plants to allow reproduction to occur? Okay, first things first, we are going to do what awesome people do, and we're going to highlight. To briefly go over these things that I highlighted, it's a micronutrient. Well, that just means micro is kind of like small or not much, and nutrient is something that something needs. So they're just saying that, plants need a little bit of copper. Not a lot, but they do need a little bit, right? They also said it's found in soil, so it originates in soil, right? And then it's important for reproductive growth and indirectly in chlorophyll production, right? And the main question is this: which statement correctly describes the interaction between the root and shoot system, how they deal with each other, the plant to allow reproduction to occur? So, first things first, this is a mouthful. This whole question is long. It can be a little bit intimidating. All the answers are kind of long. We get no pictures. What we're not going to do is we're not going to be intimidated. This question is not going to be scary. We're going to just chillax. We're going to go with what we know, and it's going to be good. And we're going to get the right answer, right? So you got to relax on this one. Don't let this one scare you out of the right answer. So we just go with what we know. We use our deductive reasoning, and we just start chopping stuff off to where we increase our percent chances of getting it right. So right now, if we guess, we're at about 25%, right? We are at 25%. So let's see if we can chop that down, chop off these answer choices, and let's drive that number up. First things first, what's the root and shoot system? Well, most people know what the root system is. It's the roots, right? The shoot system is right above it. So that's the system that pretty much transports stuff from the roots, okay? So let's go back. Let's start with J. The shoot system transports copper to the roots after it's taken through the stomata. Okay, first things first. Let's get old school on this thing. Let's go KWL. What we know, what we want to know, what we learned. Well, here we go. All right, let's get that picture back in from our last slide. Let's put it right here. Again, Jay is saying, the shoot system transports copper. Well, the shoot system is the one on top, right? So it's saying it transports copper to the root. So it's saying it goes from the top to the bottom, when in our question it just said it's found in soil. So why would it be found in soil, get stored up in the shoot system, and then it gets transferred back down to the root system? That, even if it was true, it would be incredibly inefficient, right? So that doesn't really make much sense. So we can knock off J. J makes no sense, done. So right now we just drove our chances up. If we were to completely guess, they went from 25% chance to get it right, now to about 33. So we're good. We're moving in the right direction. Okay, let's look at F. Copper is produced in the roots when copper-containing compounds are hydrolyzed. Do we need to know what hydrolyzed is? No, not really. All I see is it's produced in the roots. What does our original question say? It's a micronutrient, meaning the plant needs it, it doesn't have it, and it's found in the soil. If it's found in the soil, it's not produced in the roots. You get it from the soil. So F does not make any sense. So we can cross that out. Now, statistically, we're about to a true-false question. Now it's like, it's straight up, if we just guess, we got a 50-50% chance of getting it right. So again, we're moving in the right direction. Okay, let's look at the next two. Let's look at H. The shoot system stores copper for later use by the roots and the reproductive structure. So let's look to the original question, the last sentence in this whole huge paragraph of words. Which statement correctly describes, and this is what I highlighted because I found it to be important, the interaction between the root and the shoot system, the relationship between those two systems, right? Well, the relationship is roots absorb stuff, and then they take them to the shoots to get distributed, right? So it's kind of like a little highway system, right? And we know that we're getting copper from the ground, from the roots, because it said it's found in soil. So H says the shoot system stores copper to be used by the roots. That's kind of like J, because J saying, it goes Starts on the ground, goes back up to the shoots, then goes back down to the roots. That's not efficient. That's ridiculous. So let's get rid of H. So that's our written request. Bam, H is gone. Let's look at G and just make sure it makes sense just in case we made a mistake. Copper that is absorbed by the roots is transported to the reproductive tissue by the shoot system. Well, that makes quite a bit of sense. Again, the question is, which describes the relationship, which describes the interaction that occurs between the root and shoot system. So that sounds like a pretty good relationship. That sounds like the highway system like we're talking about. It transports things. So I believe we've found the root of the problem, and we got the right answer. So let us circle the right answer. Hopefully you guys got G. And there you go. Have an awesome day. We've defeated the beast, and we're going to keep on going.